Hi friends, welcome back to another episode of Meri Bakes. Today I am here with my all-time favorite Swiss roll. Well, a designer Swiss roll. I have made this cake without an oven, so watch the video and follow the tips. All of you can try this and it's very easy. Let's get started and check out the ingredients. Here I have used 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. It's always better to use powdered sugar so that it gets incorporated well. I've used 2 eggs for my recipe and I've separated the egg yolks and I've got the egg whites also ready. Now let's start mixing it. Let's start mixing the egg whites with a hand blender. You can also mix the egg white in a mixer jar. After a minute, we'll add in the powdered sugar. We'll add it in batches. We'll give this a quick stir and then add in the rest of the sugar into it. Remember that the eggs to be used should be at room temperature. Whisk in the egg whites well till we get stiff peaks. There it is, our egg whites are ready now. Now let's add in the egg yolks one by one. Now let me share a tip with you. We must keep in mind that the utensils used to make the cake batter should be completely dry and should not have any moisture content in it. Now we've mixed in the egg yolks. Now we'll sieve in the flour in batches. Here I've added a pinch of salt along with the flour mixture. I've used 1/4 cup of flour and a pinch of salt here. Now let's take a spatula and fold in the mixture well so that it gets well incorporated. Mix it well so that we do not have any traces of the flour. Okay, our flour is mixed in well now. Now let's add in the vegetable oil. I'm also adding in 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla essence. Mix in this well so that it's well incorporated. As you can see, I have not used any baking powder, baking soda or curd for this recipe. So it's done with readily available ingredients only. Okay, our cake batter is ready now. This is our Swiss roll batter. Now for the design, I'm going to spoon out 3 teaspoons of this batter into another bowl. You can design it any way you wish. I have used 3 teaspoons of this batter. You can also use exactly half and add in the chocolate, or whichever way you wish to design your Swiss roll, you can do it. Here I have 1 teaspoon of chocolate powder that is mixed with 1 teaspoon of hot water, and I'm just adding this into the white batter and giving it a good mix. If you wish, you can also replace it with coffee powder too. Not a problem, it's just to give a design on the top. Okay, our chocolate batter is ready now. I'm going to pipe the design onto my Swiss roll. So I'm going to move this chocolate batter into a Ziploc cover. I've placed this Ziploc cover in a cup so that you can easily shift the batter into the cup. Just hold it together and there goes, your little piping bag is ready. Here I have a non-stick pan which I've lined with butter paper. Underneath as well as on top, I have greased it with little oil. Now let's pour the batter into the non-stick pan. Well, please note to use a non-stick pan to bake this cake. Now take the spatula and spread the batter alongside the pan so that it gets evenly distributed. After that's done, just tap it around 2-3 times so that the air bubbles are left out. Now I'm going to make a small cutting on my piping bag, just a very small one. Okay, now I'm going to start designing my Swiss roll. I'm just putting horizontal lines on the white batter carefully. Just straight lines across the batter. You can see it in the video. Okay, that's done. Here we have a design ready. Now I have taken a skewer and just giving in some lines along, back and forth, so it gives another design. Okay, so our Swiss roll is ready now to be baked. Here I have preheated an old pan for 10 minutes on low heat and placed our pan on top of it and closed it with a tight lid. Also remember to close a little opening on the lid with a little paper. Let the cake cook for 12 minutes on completely low heat. There can be slight variations in the flame and the pan you use, so just check it after 12 minutes. It could take to up to 14 minutes also. I'm just checking this with a squibber and the squibber has come out clean. My cake was done in 12 minutes. Switch off the flame and leave it for 2 minutes. Now let's shift it to a plate and let it cool for 5 to 7 minutes. As you can see, the cake is perfectly done. After 7 minutes, just flip it on to another plate. And now you can slowly remove the butter paper. Well, the importance of Swiss roll is that you'll have to handle this cake when it's still warm. Okay, that's done now. Now I'm going to spread in some Nutella on my Swiss roll. You can also use fresh cream, buttercream, or any other filling of your choice. I have cut the edge off, making one more cut over there and then placing it on the top and rolling the Swiss roll. Roll in the Swiss roll carefully and roll out the butter paper. Okay, our Swiss roll is rolled in well. Let's tuck the edges and it has to be refrigerated for at least 3 hours. Okay, our Swiss roll is nice and cool now, ready to be served. You can see the design has come well on it. Let's just cut off the edges so that we get the proper round. Okay, I'm just cutting that into slices. There goes, our cake is perfectly rolled and our designer Swiss cake is ready. Here you can see that the cream is set inside the cake. It's always tasty to have a Swiss roll when it's little cold. With little tips in mind, a super easy Swiss roll is ready for you. The cake is really soft and the texture has come out really well. It's really very tasty too. So do try this. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do subscribe the channel and share it with your family and friends. Also press the bell icon for the upcoming videos. Thank you for watching Meri Bakes.